welcome. You're watching Market Express and I'm your host Himakshi Bahuguna. Viewers, now let's get straight into the show. Now benchmarks end higher as IT heavyweights Infosys TCS takes charge. The Nifty ends above 23,000 mark, whereas the Sensex ends above 76,500 levels. Broader markets recoup from losses, ending the deep rout from last 2 days to outperform benchmarks. The mid-cap index gains 1.8%, powered by CG Power and KPIT Tech. The small-cap index surges on the back of sharp gains in Syrma SGS and Deepak Fertilizers. All sectoral indices, barring FMCG, end with gains. Media, IT, metals and consumer durables gained the most. The street was unimpressed with Maruti Suzuki's Q3 performance. The net profit was higher by 12.6% to 3,525 crore rupees. Revenue grows 15.6% to 38,492 crore year-on-year. Ambuja Cements shares under pressure. The company's consolidated net profit jumps to 2,115 crore versus 824 crore in the previous year. The key highlight is the EBITDA numbers declines over 51% to 799 crore rupees. The consolidation in the sector is in full swing with the merger of Penna Cement and Sanghi Industries is under progress. Additionally, Orient Cement acquisition is expected to be closed in Q4 of FY25. Gujarat Fluoro stock on a roll after the company's Q3 profits soared nearly 60% to 126 crore rupees in Q3. The consolidated revenue moves higher by 17% to 1,148 crore rupees, whereas the EBITDA saw gains of over 47.4%. TVS Motor stock in the fast lane on the back of reporting in line set of numbers in Q3. The management expects a 9% growth rate this year. Additionally, from April, TVS will recognize performance-linked incentive benefits in Q4, what is eligible for the full year FY25. This is the first year when the company's rural growth matches urban growth. TVS is planning major investments and new products which enthuses the street. Top railway company rides races ahead post Q3 results. The consolidated revenue of the company is down 15.7% at 576 crore rupees against 683 crore rupees. On a yearly basis, the fall is majorly led by less exports and quality assurance. Margin is down 430 basis points. The net profit is down 16.7% crore at crore rupees 100 crore against 120 crore rupees. Basically, no exports were carried out during this quarter. Overall, not a very strong quarter for the company. JSW Energy reports Q3 earnings. The net profit of the company is down 27.4% at 167.8 crore rupees versus 231 crore rupees on a yearly basis. The revenue is down 4.1% at 2,483 crore rupees versus 2,542 crore rupees. EBITDA is down 18% at 912 crore rupees versus 1,110 crore rupees. Margins are also down and stands at 36.4% versus 43.7%. EBITDA and margins were under pressure. There has been an uptick in the employee cost and other expenses, which has impacted the Q3 earnings of the company. eMudra, a licensed certifying authority issuing digital signature certificates, stock under pressure after the company's Q3 operating expenses rise. The income soars over 50% year-on-year, but falls on a sequential basis. Computer Age Management Services, or CAMS as you call it, jumps after the company reports Q3 earnings. The trading firm's consolidated net profit gains over 40% to 125 crore rupees, whereas the revenue gains 27.6%. The stock rallies after the company declares interim dividend of 17.5 rupee per share. Idea Forge stock crashes on reporting net loss of 24.01 crore rupees. Additionally, the company's order book has been muted. Thus far in this financial year, 2024 was dominated with election and freebies, plus low government spending that hit the company's order book trajectory. ITC Hotels list on Dalal Street today. Shares list at 188 rupees on BSE and 180 rupees on NSE, making it at a discount. The market capitalization reaches approximately 39,000 crore rupees, benefiting 37 lakh ITC shareholders. ITC Hotels Chairman Sanjeev Puri speaks to NDTV Profit. He says that the company is allocating 1,500 crore rupees in liquidity to fuel growth over the next 2 to 3 years. The hospitality industry is accelerating with plans to open 1 hotel per month. Yes, the goal is to reach 200 hotels by 2030 with hopes of surpassing the target if the right opportunities arise. Now, the MD of ITC Hotels, Anil Chadda, in a conversation with NDTV Profit, talks about the inventory picture. Says that 45% of the inventory is in owned spaces and 55% is in managed spaces. The goal is to shift to 35% in managed spaces and 65% in owned spaces moving forward. Denta Water and Infra Solutions shares list at nearly 11% premium over its IPO price on NSE. The issue garners 221.52 times subscription in its 3-day bidding window from January 22nd to 24 in the primary market. Now on to some big brokerage calls of the day, viewers. Goldman Sachs maintains a buy rating on the CE Info Systems, the parent company of MapMy India, with a target price of 2,500 rupees. The 25% revenue growth is led by core mapping business. The current EBITDA margin has been impacted by business to consumer spending, which is likely to decrease in the coming quarters. Goldman Sachs believes that the growth of the CE Info Systems will also set to pick up. Strong show for Bajaj Auto in Q3, but brokerage views remains mixed. Goldman Sachs maintains a buy on Bajaj Auto with a target price of 10,800 rupees. Citi retains sell stance with a target price of 7,900 rupees and a downside of 6%. Another brokerage firm, Nuvama, maintains outperform with a target price of 10,700 rupees and an upside of 23%. AGI Greenpack, the shares are beaten down after a 3-judge bench of the top court comprising Bhatti stated that any action that may have been taken after the resolution plan was approved by the Committee of Creditors will be nullified. The panel comprising of Justices Rishikesh Roy, Sudhanshu Dhulia and SVN says that the approval by the Committee of Creditors has been set aside. The top court said that the court further stated that fresh resolution plans should now be considered for H&G's acquisition. Datamatics, a small cap player in IT software industry, recently undergoes a change in evaluation reflecting various trends affecting its financial performance. The company reported declines in key metrics during Q2 FY24, including profit before and after tax, while maintaining a low debt to equity ratio amidst a challenging market environment. The company reports a 75% growth in net profit of 74.3 crore rupees, whereas the revenue gains are 4.6% to 425 crore on a sequential basis. Now on to an NDTV Profit exclusive. India reviews custom duty on high-end US imported items. This includes specialized steel, luxury motorbikes and electronic products. The announcement is likely in the upcoming February 1st budget. May have little impact on the domestic industry. Currently around 20 items face tariffs over 100%. Now, on to an NDTV Profit exclusive. Goa's iconic club Tito's is all set to come out with an SME IPO having a valuation of 1,000 crore. The club owner looks to dilute at least 20% stake through this IPO. The IPO may have a fresh issue a component and offer for sale in not on the cards yet, but the IPO is in the preliminary stages. ICICI Securities to be finalized as one of the bankers. Dr. Rashmi Saluja of Religare Enterprises moves to Delhi High Court against her removal as director of the company. Saluja wants to continue as a director till 2028 and avoid retirement by rotation. Her plea challenges Section 152(6) of the Companies Act, which mandates that 1/3 of the board, excluding independent directors, has to retire yearly. Hearing in the matter will take place before Justice P.K. Kaurav in Delhi High Court. Another twist in the Religare takeover saga, minority shareholder Sapna Govind Rao moves Delhi High Court to stop Berman family's acquisition. Rao has instead supported the counter-offer given by US-based businessman Digvijay Danny Gaikwad. SEBI had returned Gaikwad's proposal. Rao's petition mentions that the conditional approval given to the Berman family by RBI is not in consonance with the acquisition and takeover regulations of SEBI. Bajaj Auto is buzzing after posting Q3 results. There has been a shift in the company's focus. The company is no longer interested in selling commuter motorcycles. Instead, the focus is now growing its market share in the 125+ cc class. The company also wants to maintain its leadership in the EV space. For the third quarter, the revenue of the company has gone up 5.7% on a standalone yearly basis. EBITDA is up 6%, EBITDA margin is up 10 basis points at 20.2%, and the net profit is up 3%. The OpenAI versus DeepSeek debate continues. However, NetWeb Tech sees DeepSeek as a major opportunity for driving market expansion. It will pave the way for inclusive AI adoption. DeepSeek will lower cost barriers associated with advanced technology. Adoption of platforms like DeepSeek aligns with the interest of local governments and enterprises. It will further accelerate the development of similar platforms within India. Anant Raj clarifies that as AI tools become cheaper, the volume of data processed will rise, driving the need for more data centers. The widespread adoption of AI applications will increase the demand, benefiting current business models. Search is still on by IT department at IIFL company's offices. The management is cooperating with the officials. The company says that it cannot ascertain financial impact on the company as of now. The board of directors of Maruti Suzuki approves reappointment of Hisashi Takuchi as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer for a further period of 3 years. Takuchi's new term will commence on April 1, 2025 and will run until March 31, 2028. L&T Tech jumps over 4% today. The surge follows the announcement of an $80 million multi-year deal with a US-based industrial products manufacturer. The partnership will boost digital transformation, integrating technologies like connected products and digital thread to drive innovation. TikTok sets up a subsidiary in Zurich, joining tech firms like OpenAI and Anthropic that have recently expanded into Switzerland to tap local talent. The social media platform, which is owned by Chinese ByteDance Limited, was registered in the canton of Zurich last week. Here's an update on the Byju's insolvency case. The NCLT directs reinstatement of Glass Trust and Aditya Birla Finance in the creditors committee. Directs disciplinary proceedings against resolution professionals. Pankaj Srivastava, NCLT directs the creditors committee to select a fresh resolution professional. Remember, the education tech firm was admitted into insolvency in July 2024. Glass Trust represents US-based lenders of Byju's. As the mega Mahakumbh Mela frenzy continues, a stampede-like situation breaks at the Sangam and raises fear of casualties. Today, the day of Moni Amavasya, marks an auspicious event with many devotees gathering for a holy dip. Word spread that authorities in charge are giving more priority to VIPs than the common man. PM Modi has personally taken review of the situation on a call with Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. And Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath also takes to social media to express his condolences to the families of those injured. Although he still encourages devotees to come to Prayagraj, he advises visitors to not go near the Sangam nose. He urges people to follow instructions and cooperate with the administration. He also suggests not to focus on the rumors as people continue to bathe peacefully at the ghats of the Sangam. Central government revises timeline to implement amendments of the legal metrology packaged commodities rules 2011. These amendments to labeling provisions will come into effect on either January 1st or July 1st, subject to a minimum transition period of 180 days. The rule mandates clear and standardized labeling on the packaged goods and works in favor of consumer protection. ISRO hits a major milestone, completes a century of rocket launches. The space body successfully launches its 100th rocket mission by placing an Indian-made satellite in a precise orbit. The GSLV rocket, also called the naughty boy of ISRO, carried the NVS-02 navigation satellite and was launched from India's only rocket port in Sriharikota. Viewers, with Trump's return to presidency, an array of global leaders are expected to meet the mega man. The first one is Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who has been invited to the White House on the 4th of February. Remember, Trump has mentioned that even PM Narendra Modi will be visiting US in February. In a sweeping decision that could disrupt education and healthcare programs, housing assistance, disaster relief, and a host of other initiatives that depend on billions of federal dollars, a U.S. judge has asked to temporarily halt U.S. President Trump's orders to freeze federal grants. This comes just minutes before Trump's order was about to be enforced. The decision to halt the order was followed by a lawsuit claiming that the temporary freeze of already approved grants is a violation of the law. Italy's Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni under judicial scrutiny after the government decides to free a Libyan police officer. The officer is wanted by the International Criminal Court for suspected against humanity like rape, murder, and torture. The ICC demands an explanation for the release and also says that it wasn't consulted before freeing the suspected man. Meloni posted on social media platform X informing followers of the scrutiny largely on grounds of aiding a crime and misusing public funds. North Korea's Kim Jong-un fortifies his nuclear armor. As per news reports, during a visit to a nuclear production base and nuclear weapons institute, he called for producing more weapons-grade nuclear material. Analysts estimate that Pyongyang may have material for up to 90 warheads. Remember, Pyongyang has long argued that its nuclear arsenal aims at defending threats from Washington. Indian pacer Jasprit Bumrah was honoured with Sir Garfield Sobers for Men's ICC Cricketer of the Year. Bumrah had a remarkable 2024 and had dominated every game he played in. He is the 5th Indian to win this award after Dravid, Sachin, Ashwin and Kohli. A short while ago, the Cabinet sanctions an increase in the ethanol procurement price for public sector oil marketing companies for the ethanol supply year 2024 and 25, which runs from November 1, 2024 to October 31st of 2025 under the government's ethanol blended petrol program. Well, viewers, that's a wrap on Market Express. Stay tuned to NDTV Profit for more news and updates.